cultural level in the whole anti-apartheid struggle. So we attempted to link the political significance of Soweto through the political significance of Siparia. And of course, when I speak of the political significance of Siparia, I definitely will be speaking about our little community being able to produce, the first female prime minister in our country. 52 years of independence, I think we are today. Stand to be corrected still. So, upon wanting to reveal this project somewhat on a public note, we saw it no other time more befitting to have it revealed as part of Siparia's main cultural period, none other than Siparia Fete. So, just to reiterate, basically, our show, Siparia to Soweto, would be featuring Siparia Deltones, along with international icon Hugh Masakela, Grammy Award artist. The show will be taking place at Siparia Deltones Pan Theatre, Ellis Nikes Complex, Railway Road, Siparia. It will be Saturday, the 10th of May, and we're called to start promptly at 8 p.m. The show will also be a free show, a free event for the ministries. The Ministry of Arts and Multiculturalism basically wants to present the show as a gift to the community and a gift to the nation. So even though it's a free show, they will still have some level of ticketing system in place. Tickets will be going out from today at Napa, Sapa, and in Siparia, tickets can be, you could get your tickets at the China Clipper restaurant also. Notwithstanding, if one doesn't have a ticket beforehand, on the day that, admission would be refused. But the ticketing system was implemented to bring some level of crowd control, to the complex. So, thanks for having me here to present our project, and I can assure you that upon attending on Saturday, you will not be disappointed. Thanks a lot.
All right, so
right now we are live.
Saturday, 10th May from Siparia to Soweto.
Siparia Fete,
it's the album launch and concert, organized of course by the Petrofit Siparia Deltones, featuring Grammy Award winner Hugh Masakela.
Special
That's Saturday, 10th May,
to
8 p.m.
launch our Siparia Fete right here live in Siparia. Hey, we are live
we
on www.radio.com.
Tomorrow.
Also, we are live on
tomorrow,
radio.
Wednesday,
Fort Lauderdale, our
7th
sister
May.
brothers, our brothers, our sisters, our station.
Tomorrow, Wednesday, 7th May.
Now we have our chairman right now doing his
1:30 p.m. We will be formally launching and officially opening what we have called the Daisy Watson Hub. The Daisy Watson Hub is located opposite the Siparia District Health Facility on the junction of Bermuda Straits and the SS Erin Road at the top of High Street in Siparia, so to speak. The Daisy Watson Hub comprises 1.5 acres of land space. We have already erected vending booths. There are 6 vending booths already erected and 4 operational, serving the people of Siparia. On the hub as well, there is a fully functional public convenience. We would want to commission as well tomorrow, during the course of the formal opening of the hub, the Daisy Watson statue. It's the first of its kind in Trinidad and Tobago. It's a larger than normal size, larger than the normal size statue. It's larger than the actual size of Daisy Watson herself. It is approximately 7 feet tall. The statue itself, it's completely made out of bronze. And tomorrow we will be having the formal unveiling of the Daisy Watson statue as well. At the Daisy Watson Hub, we have also installed an electronic billboard. The electronic billboard will be used for promoting business activity here in Siparia for a small cost, of course. So we will be commissioning the electronic billboard at the Daisy Voicing Hub as well. In attendance will be the La Divina Pastora Parang Band tomorrow at 1:30 p.m., the Diatonics Steel Orchestra, the Deltone Steel Orchestra, and Calypsonian Crazy. Calypsonian Crazy will be in attendance as well. And of course, the Honorable Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, Mrs. Kamala Prasad Visesa, will be in attendance and will arrive promptly at 1:30 p.m. So tomorrow, as part of the week of activities of Siparia Fete, we will be formally launching and formally opening the Daisy Voicing Hub. We will be unveiling the statue of Daisy Voicing, and we will be commissioning the electronic billboard installed on the hub. That's tomorrow. The public is invited. All of you are invited, and we want to ask you to help us market that occasion tomorrow. You can feel free to invite friends and family and children tomorrow 1:30 p.m. at the Daisy Voicing Hub. We move to Thursday. Thursday, 8 May 2014. And in collaboration with the Siparia Chamber of Commerce, right here in this conference hall at Plaza Siparia, we will be having a business fair. A business fair. So I'm going to invite now a representative from the Siparia Chamber of Commerce to tell us everything that we need to know about that business fair on Thursday, 8 May 2014, between the hours of 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. right here, Conference Hall, Plaza Siparia. The Siparia Chamber of Commerce.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. All protocols having been observed previously. My small contribution here this morning is just, as the chairman mentioned, to bring all the interested parties here, bring them up to scratch as to the purpose of the business fair, and to flesh out all the information as far as possible so that people would be coming here knowing what they are about, what they are coming for, and what our intentions are. This is a collaborative effort. The business fair is a collaborative effort between the Siparia Regional Corporation and the Siparia Chamber of Commerce. We all know what the Siparia Chamber of Commerce, the Siparia Regional Corporation is about, but a few people may still not know what the Siparia Chamber is about. So I will give you a small overview of what our organization is about. The Siparia Chamber of Commerce has been formed with the vision of being the catalyst for enhancing and advancing economic and social development in Siparia and the environs, while maintaining a sense of community that makes this region such a unique place. The goals of the organization are as follows: to provide opportunities for networking and marketing of business, to serve as a major source of information to the community through publications such as newsletters, a website, and other media, to highlight and assist in solving the community's economic issues where possible, to uphold the integrity of the community, to bring the various cultures together in a form of cultural shows, fairs, and other activities, to involve all entities in preserving and growing our community in a manner that preserves its heritage and enriches the way of life we all enjoy, to develop a greater sense of community and caring among residents. Now, the proposal was that on the 8th of May, on Thursday of this week, the day after tomorrow, the venue being this Plaza Siparia, this conference hall, we would be having this business fair. Exhibitions, well, the formal opening would be at 9 a.m., 9 to 9:30 a.m. We would have exhibitions and presentations between 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. We would also have a reception from 4 to 6. But this would be specifically for the exhibitors and specially invited guests of the Siparia Regional Corporation and SIPCHAM. Booths would be available for all stakeholders to showcase products and services. We would also have a courtesy booth for the Siparia Regional Corporation to disseminate information to the public. The Siparia Chamber of Commerce would also be having a booth. I think that would be the booth as we enter the hallway to provide the people who would be coming together who would be coming here to have tokens and stuff like that, like bags and things like that, to walk around and participate in all the activities in the booths. The objectives for this business fair was to create public awareness and engage attention to the small business entrepreneur and the general public, to foster a culture of entrepreneurship within the community to drive economic development, to gain knowledge on business best practices, to provide networking opportunities to the small business entrepreneur and the latent entrepreneurs within the community, to disseminate information in relation to starting and developing small businesses, to increase the membership of the Siparia Chamber of Commerce, which is a very big one for us at SIPCHAM, to promote the Siparia Chamber's service to the community and foster a greater respect for the organization through this initiative, marketing and community service. The target group, the current small business entrepreneur looking for an avenue to obtain additional financial and professional support for their business. The latent entrepreneur, to bring them out of the shadows, as it were. Public and state enterprising to showcase their products and services. Private companies who can provide assistance to the small business community within Siparia and its environs. Companies engaging in corporate social responsibility practices. The general public, especially entrepreneur students. We have invited a number of people, but we have had responses from a few of them, and we expect that probably by Thursday, additional people may come in to occupy the booths that we provided here, and provided freely. So people really, these organizations, groups, whatever, they should try and take advantage of any available booths within this period. Isn't that so, Melissa? Right, thank you. So the confirmed participants would be National Energy Skills Center, that is NESC, the Accreditation Council of Trinidad and Tobago, Republic Bank, TT Post, Agricultural Development Bank, Scotia Bank, the Trinidad and Tobago Hotel School, IBIS, Fairshare, NEDCO, OSHA, the Labor Inspectorate, the Disaster Management Unit, I think the Litter Unit is what you would call it, and Goals Travel Service, which is a travel agency in Siparia here. We were expecting additional people like the National Insurance Board, Board of Inland Revenue, Ministry of Trade and Industry and Commerce, but these probably on the next occasion, I hope they would gladly take the opportunity to come and participate in such a very brave venture. I think that I have reached the end of the proposed stakeholders, and I want to thank everybody for listening, and I hope that people would be encouraged, as I said earlier on, to participate further and take advantage of whatever opportunities that might be available between this time and on Thursday, 9 in the morning. I thank you very much for listening.
All right, so the Siparia Chamber of Commerce for Siparia Fete 2014 on Thursday, 8 May, between the hours of 9 in the morning and 4 o'clock in the evening, a business fair right here at Plaze Siparia. Friday 9th May, just for advertisement, Friday 9th May, the La Divina Pastoral RC Church, they would be having their dance and party in commemoration of Siparia Fete as well. The La Divina Pastoral RC Church on Friday 9th May at the Siparia Boys RC School, their dance and party, that activity begins at 9 p.m. and they are saying it can run until as early as 4 a.m. From 9 p.m. to 4 a.m., the RC Church dance and party at the Siparia Boys RC School. There is, of course, an admission fee, and the admission fee is $60. We go back to Saturday again. We already heard from Deltones, from Siparia to Soweto. Deltones activity, their concert starts at 8 p.m. But starting at 6 p.m., and we are well aware of the Steel in Motion pan competition, which over the 3 years or so would have been organized by the Diatonic Pan Institute. And again, for Siparia Fete 2014, the Diatonic Pan Institute is leading in the organizing of Steel in Motion 2014. Steel in Motion 2014, Saturday 10th May, 6 p.m. I invite the representative now from the Diatonic Pan Institute to present to us as much information as is humanly possible relative to the promoting of Steel in Motion 2014. Steel in Motion 2014, the Diatonic Pan Institute.
Okay, so it's all about our Siparia's regional corporation and the presentation of our Siparia Fete 2014. It's all about our week of activities right here live in Siparia.
Members of Council, City Secretariat, our member of the press, invited guests in the audience. Let me first thank the chairman and the council for inviting Diatonic here this morning to present and for continuing to support Diatonic in its efforts. What is interesting though, I'm listening to the chairman and I heard he said 42 years ago, he knows Siparia Fete existed and existed in a major way. But what is more interesting is that 42 years ago, there were 2 activities in the whole of Trinidad and Tobago that bring people together from the entire country, and that was Carnival and Siparia Fete. What we recognize coming out of the Siparia Fete, other communities took example from that. And 25 years ago, the borough of Point Fortin celebrated their coming of a borough with a steel band festival. They brought the steel band because their celebration, which started 34 years ago, was very local. And they used the steel band to get the same effect that Siparia Fete was having, to bring the nation down to Siparia. Of course, it showed the power of the steel band, because it took the people from Siparia, who were coming to Siparia, went to Point Fortin instead. And we saw a significant decline in the participation in Siparia Fete. We all know that, to the extent that some people even told me that they didn't know Siparia Fete was still existing just about 4 years ago. Let me just, before I continue, tell you something about Diatonic. Diatonic have 3 major registrations. We are a registered non-profit company. We are also a registered community-based organization with the Ministry of Community Development. And we are registered with the National Artists of Registry with the Ministry of Arts and Multiculturalism. Our non-profit registration have approximately 14 articles of association. And they are all geared towards youth development and community development. And in keeping with those articles of our registration, we recognized 4 years ago that Siparia Fete was no longer bringing the multitude of people to Siparia, and we saw the escalation of what was happening in Point 14. We sat and decided that in keeping with our registration of community development, we would try to assist in bringing Siparia Fete back to what it used to be. And we knew the power of the steel pan. We did not want to mirror Point 14, who used what is known as conventional steel bands. So we brought what is known as single pan band. Our plan was that in 5 years' time, we would have had people filling the streets of Siparia. Needless to say, for all those who were there would know that in the first year, the streets of Siparia was filled with people. That is really a major contribution Diatonic is giving back to Siparia in community building. And I'm glad to hear that, and I want to believe it's as a result of that, that Siparia can now apply to have Siparia Fete declared a national festival, since we are bringing all these people back to Siparia now, and it now regain its prominence and regain its recognition. 2014 will be no different from the previous years. Well, before I say that, let me finish with 2014. 2014 will be no different from the previous years. The Siparia Fete is based on the La Divina, the Feast of La Divina, which is a religious festival. So the bands are asked to play a religious piece. We know the people, you know how many people gather at the corporation just to hear the bands play the religious piece. It's one of the novelty items we have. And that will not change. Again, at the regional competition, we'll have that piece. Every year, we honor a Calypsonian on the occasion of the Siparia Pan, the Diatonic Siparia Pan and the Move. This year, the Calypsonian will be honoring his Calypso Rose. Her sister is expected to attend the festival because she resides in the USA. She has called and sent her thanks. Coupled with the Siparia Fete, we produce a magazine, an annual magazine. The objective of the magazine is to market Siparia. We have successfully produced that magazine over the past 4 years. And that magazine will be out tomorrow. We will be receiving the magazine tomorrow. And I could tell the council there's a beautiful picture of you all in the magazine. Make sure and get your copy. And I could also tell you the price. It's not very costly. It is free. So I'm certain you will get the magazine. so we will have that magazine out next year. That is basically, well, of course, the major competition is on the streets where the bands are allowed to play any music they want. We have that as another competition, and in it we also have a flag waving competition. So there's actually 4 competitions in the Pan and the Move so that we can have music all along the streets and fill the streets with people. What I said I would talk about later on is that come 2015, there is some significant milestone with Diatonic and this Pan and the Move and the magazine. Diatonic will be 5 years old. Siparia Pan and the Move will be 5 years old. The magazine will be 5 years old. We have some changes that we plan for next year with the competition. The changes are really designed to maintain the interest. What we recognize is that if you do things the same way all the time, eventually people become saturated. So we'll be making some subtle changes in 2015. I can safely say one of the changes will be removing the competition. We expect by removing the competition, we'll have more interest in the band, and it will be less costly on the bands. So it becomes easier for them to attend the festival, since they will no longer have to pay arrangers and they may not have to blend the band to come up to get the competitive edge. So we're going to remove that competitive edge in 2015. But we are also going to put things in place to ensure the parade does not lose any of its present flavor. Having said that, I think I have exhausted all I can say about the Steel in Motion at this point in time. And I know the chairman say anything that I can say that is possible. I think I've said all that is possible, and I want to thank you again for having me here. Thank you.
Steel in Motion, Saturday 10th May, organized of course by the Diatonic Pan Institute. Beginning at 6 p.m., should run until midnight. 2 judging points, one in George Street by the library, the other would be on High Street in the vicinity of the Siparia Regional Corporation. Steel in Motion, Saturday 10th May, 2014. We would have already heard about the second activity on Saturday as well, the Siparia to Soweto album launch and concert being organized by the Deltones. We move now to the final day of Siparia Fete, Sunday 11th May 2014. Sunday 11th May 2014, we all know that Irwin Park is being upgraded to what we are terming a national sporting facility. So that we do not have Irwin Park for Siparia Fete this year. And what we are organizing on Sunday instead is what we are calling a Siparia Street Fiesta and Party. A Siparia Street Fiesta and Party. And coordinating that activity on behalf of the corporation, on behalf of the council, is Councillor Derek Bowen. I'm going to invite Councillor Derek Bowen now to update us as to what's happening with that Siparia Street Fiesta and Party, Sunday 11th May.
Thank you, Chairman, members of Council, aldermen, heads of department, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. Over the years, the Siparia Street Fete has been held at the Irwin Park facility, which, as the chairman just indicated, has been upgraded now to a full sporting facility. As a result of this, we no longer have access to this facility, not for this year. So what we have done, we have put together what we are calling a street fiesta. Thank you, sir. This fiesta is going to be held at the old library car park, as we know where the vendors were there. So what we're going to do, we're going to have the streets blocked, and we're going to have some live entertainment. We have Iwa George, Olatunji, Swapi. We are expecting confirmation from Benjai, which we hope to get sooner later on today. We have DJ Infinity Sound System, top DJ in the Annawa district. Deltones and Diatonic would also be playing live. This is an opportunity for the business community to put out their bars and whatnot, because the Siparia Regional Corporation would not be putting a bar. So it gives the business people an opportunity to generate some revenue. It is important to note that this is the first year of this fiesta, and we hope that the public will come out and enjoy the festivities. With that, I thank you very much.
All right, so Siparia Street Fiesta and Party, Sunday 11th May, we start at 7 p.m. DJ and a host of surprise guest artists on that day. This special start would not be complete if I do not present an opportunity because to my colleagues on the opposition and to bring greetings, and I make way now for a very good friend of all of ours, the Councillor for Brighton Wessigny, Councillor Gerard Debisset.
Hey, so we are live on www.fortressradio.com, streaming live on the Trinidad and Tobago on top of the world of Mecca of Carnival. Also
Special
live
good morning to
on
our chairman,
d-junction.com radio. Also
CEO,
live on peppersauceradio.com on the Miami Fort Lauderdale. Our sisters, our brothers, our sisters, our station.
Members of the public.
It's all about our Siparia Regional
Very pleased
Corporation,
to stand here
Siparia
today
Fete
to be part
2014.
of the opening
It's
and
all
the
about our
renaming
week of
of the
activities
upstairs
happening
of
here.
this
So
facility.
this right now, it's all about the opening.
Because as part of the
formal
administration
opening of
when we
Plaze
decided
Siparia
in order to
special
construct
Statutory
this facility. So I want you to put your hands together for the members of
and
council
launching of
who
Siparia
made this
Fete
decision.
2014. And
As
also
we
it's
could sit
located at the Plaze
and open officially
Siparia
this
Conference
building here
Hall,
today.
upstairs to Siparia Market.
Also want to take this opportunity to wish the Siparia committee, those who are coordinating the opening of their 2014 Siparia Fete. We know the Borough of Point Fortin just concluded their celebration weekend gone, which was incident-free. So I want to wish you all the best for all the activities guarded for this week. a very successful event, and most of all, incident-free. Thank you.
Now, I'm going to say this very softly. Tomorrow, the PNM having a meeting here. That is not part of Siparia Fete. They have rented officially this conference hall to have a meeting tomorrow. So we are having, of course, a week of activities for Siparia Fete. We launched today. We launched today with the official opening for business of the Plaza Siparia. Tomorrow, Wednesday, 7th May, just to recap, tomorrow, Wednesday, 7th May, we'll be launching the Daisy Voicing Hub. We'll be unveiling the statue of Daisy Voicing, and we'll be commissioning our electronic billboard. La Divina Pastora will be in attendance, Calypso Crazy, Diatonics, and Deltones, and of course, the most honored guest will be the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, Kamla Prasad Bisesa. Thursday, 8th May, right here at Plaza Siparia in this conference hall, the business fair being coordinated by the Siparia Chamber of Commerce. On Friday, I want to remind you of the dance and party hosted by the La Divina Pastora RC Church. It takes place at the Siparia Boys RC School. Admission is $60. They start at 9 o'clock in the evening. Saturday, two major events. Steel in Motion starting at 6 p.m. Steel in Motion. It's a pan competition with over 17 steel bands from all around Trinidad and Tobago for the 4th or 5th consecutive year. Steel in Motion starting 6 p.m. The Deltones, they will be hosting the Siparia to Soweto concert, an album launch featuring Hugh Maskela, Grammy Award winner. That show starts at 8 p.m. at the Deltones Panyard. On Sunday, 11th May, we will be having our Siparia Street Fiesta. The location is in front of the old library compound on High Street, Siparia, there in the vicinity of Kura Road Junction. We start at 7 p.m. There will be several guest artists, soca artists in attendance. We start promptly at 7 p.m. So these are the activities for the week of Siparia Fete. I want to endorse the statement made by Mr. Gerald Debisset. We are hoping that we are sure that Siparia Fete is going to be incident-free. All of you are invited to participate in all of the activities. We expect all of you to assist us with the marketing of Siparia Fete. On Saturday evening and on Sunday, our police will be out in full force. We expect nothing short of good Siparia behavior from all of you. And in closing, it will be remiss of me if I do not but compliment and commend our own communications unit at the Siparia Regional Corporation, who have been coordinating all the efforts for Siparia Fete. Miss Menz heads that unit. Miss Menz, let them see you, please. Miss Menz, she heads that unit, and she is coordinating all of these with all our partners in all of these activities. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure for me now to formally declare Siparia Fete open and to call this meeting to a close. Thank you.
And that brings us to the end of our special statutory meeting right here in Siparia. It's all about the Siparia Regional Corporation, Siparia Fete, as it present our Siparia Fete 2014 week of activities right here live on www.fortressradio.com. We are streaming live on location in Siparia at our Siparia located at Plaza Siparia Conference Hall, upstairs the Siparia Market. It's all about our show right here live on www.fortressradio.com, streaming live all over the world, on top of the world, but Mecca of Carnival. Also live on d-junction.com radio, also live on peppersauceradio.com, and we bring that to the end of our show right here live in Siparia. And we're going to be tuning back on at the top of the hour. I think we're going to be able to make it at the top of the hour, 12 o'clock at our office. In the meantime, between time, my name is Jimmel Fortune alongside the lady herself, DJ Sherian, and we're broadcasting live out of Siparia at our grand opening of our Siparia Fete week of activities right here. In the meantime, between time,